Hey guys, it's me, JShaw71. I thought I would do kind of a predictions video, but also a thoughts video on the upcoming Deathbattle episode with Robocop versus the T800. This is not going to be easy. Robocop is my favorite hero. Robocop is my favorite science fiction, one of my favorite science fiction heroes. The Terminator, the T800, is one of my favorite movie villains / heroes. So, this is like my two worlds kind of colliding. I've always been a big science fiction fan. I've always been a pretty big comic books fan, but I've not read very many. And I don't know how the Dark Horse comics went with this timeline, and if any of it's going to factor into this Deathbattle episode. Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll kind of try to do their own original thing. But if they do, I think Robocop vs. Terminator was one of Dark Horse's best-selling comics in the early 90s. So if they go with it, I'm sure there's a good reason for it. But as far I've not read any of the comics. I'm sure it's a debate that movie fans and sci-fi fans have had over the generations or over the years in between the Robocop movies and the Terminator movies. Who would kill who? Who's better? Who's faster? Who's stronger? I am probably going to have to give it to the T800. Because, in my opinion, he would win because, A, he's made to kill. He knows a lot about human physiology. Now, getting through Robocop's shell would be an issue. The most vulnerable part of Murphy is his exposed mouth and jaw. Now, if he gets shot, if the T800 goes for this part, can Murphy still function? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if he has any onboard painkillers or any kind of medical, or would he bleed from here? I'm trying to remember if he's ever bled when he was in the fights with ED-209 or the SWAT team over at the Metro precinct or the Detroit precinct that shot him up as he was leaving. And I cannot remember. I don't think he has, but that doesn't mean that he can't. And as far as Robocop 3, I don't remember a lot of it, but I hope that they give Robocop his full arsenal, but that wouldn't be very fair to the Terminator either. Because Murphy's got that core arm, and that thing is hardcore. And his flight pack would give him an incredible advantage. But there are also things that OCP later added to his repertoire, his equipment, to make him a better officer, to make him a better product. So, I don't know if he's going to have access to the core arm or the flight pack, but I hope that he does. If he doesn't, as far as armament goes, he still has his Auto 9, and he still has his data probe. And he still has his armor and his strength that's been slightly augmented through his operation when he was first turned into Robocop. The T800, I don't know what he's made of. Reese described it as a hyper-alloy combat chassis. That doesn't tell me very much. I'm pretty sure that Robocop's made of titanium Kevlar mesh, though it didn't serve him very well in a majority of his fights, though I think that's for dramatic purpose instead of actual physical damage that he can withstand. Murphy's instinct to protect, though, I think may be the winning factor. His instinct to win, his ingenuity, his onboard targeting assist, which the Terminator has, but he doesn't use it like Robocop does. Robocop uses it to get angles on people, to get ricochet trajectories, and the Terminator, the T800, is a straightforward fighter. Murphy is more strategic and can think on the fly and use onboard aim assist and other features to help him in battle. I really don't know where this fight is going to go. I've been quiet about this for a few weeks. When I heard about this, I was filled with excitement and dread in the same moment. because it's like two of science fiction's best and worst are going to go at it, one from each side. And I'm really not sure how Robocop can come out on top, unless he just pulls an ace out of his hole, unless he shanks the T800 with his data probe, or is lucky enough to penetrate his skull and destroy the chip with his Auto 9. Otherwise, I think like I've told a few of my friends, it's going to come down to who gets access to firearms first, or who gets the first fatal blow. I think that's going to be the deciding factor in this battle. I think they may be slightly... I think the T800 has a better strength rating, or a better strength than Robocop, but Robocop's no slouch in melee either. I mean, he's fought Kane, he's fought the Ed 209, he's fought the Terminator in the Dark Horse series. Again, I don't know if this is going to come into play. And this is me kind of geeking out about the fact that we're going to get a death battle with two, like I said, one of the worst and one of the best in science fiction. And I don't know, I mean, I think I know who to root for. I'm trying to be realistic. I am a realist, as a friend of mine would say. He calls himself a realist. I'm trying to be very realistic about this. I'm trying to look at both sides. I think the main question is, what are they going to bring to the battle? And who's going to land the first blow? Who's going to get access to firearms first? Because if Murphy can just pull his Auto 9 out, he could conceivably blow the T800's head off. If he loses it in the middle of the fight and has to fight melee, he can do that. He can also shank him with his data probe if need be, possibly for a killing blow, I imagine. If the Terminator, if the T800 gets access to hardware, weapons first, I think Robocop will still stand a chance, especially if he tries to go after his body and not his exposed jaw and mouth. But even if he does, Murphy has been cut apart by the guy by the group in Robocop 2, and yes, was rebuilt, but was still alive when they dumped him at the doorsteps of the Detroit Metropolitan Police Department. I'm pretty sure Robocop can function without an arm. And as long as he doesn't lose one or two legs, he should probably be able to survive the fight. But the same thing can be said about the T800. It lost both of its legs and was still coming after Sarah, because that's its programming. It's tenacious. And like Kyle said, it doesn't feel pity, or fear, or pain, or remorse, and it will not absolutely stop until it is dead. Or its target is dead. And in this case, its target is Robocop. I'm really I've been thinking about this quite often, and I had written up a script, and I've posted it on my Facebook page if you want to look at it. I don't care. JShaw71. I've written an intro. I don't know how the fight will go. It'll very, like I said, who's going to get access to firearms? Who's going to be able to carry weapons on them when the fight starts? Who's going to land the first fatal blow? Or who's going to be quicker in melee combat? Those are three deciding factors in my opinion. This is probably one of the hardest fights to judge. Superman Goku? I knew Superman was going to win. Unsubscribe right now if you feel like it. I knew Superman was going to win, because Superman is just... he is God. He is God on Earth at this moment in the DC universe, and I don't think anyone even can hold a candle to him, even though Batman always has that kryptonite up his sleeve. I really don't know how to judge this fight. I think the T800 is going to have an edge, but the question is, for how long? This is going to be an interesting fight. This will not be my Superman Goku. This will be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to it, I really am. I don't think I've looked forward to this death battle since I really never, I mean, I like Deathbattle. I like it as a series. I followed it for a while. As far, I think the last, or the farthest back episode that I saw was Kratos and Spawn, maybe? Possibly before that, but I can't remember. That's one that sticks out the most in my mind. That's one of my favorite episodes. Other than, you know, the others that have been good too. I'm nearly speechless. I don't know what else to say. So I should probably end this video before I start rambling any further. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments below. Who do you think will win? Do you care? Do you like Deathbattle? Do you like these things? These death matches between, you know, sometimes hero versus hero and hero versus villain. I think it should have a villain versus villain. I mean, I know they had, like, Robotnik and Wily a while ago. I think that was an okay episode. And, but yeah, let me know. Leave your comments in the comment section below. This is JShaw71, ranting, as always. Terminator Robocop, who do you think's gonna win? Talk to you later. Bye.